Hello everyone, this is an introduction to the American History Film Project, and today we are going to be discussing cameras. Now, before we actually get into cameras, I want to say a little bit to the people who might be wondering, am I actually even a filmmaker? Am I really interested in filmmaking? I kind of have a passing interest, but I really don't completely know. And I just want to say that you probably already have a pretty good idea, even if you've never picked up a camera, if you really want to get into it. Because if you go to the movies and you watch a movie and you say, oh my freaking gosh, that's so awesome, how do you even be a person that does something like that? I would be happy if I could just contribute one shot, one tiny part to that film. If I could be someone just standing in the background, or just someone who even just knows somebody involved with that, because it's so incredible what I'm seeing up there. Well, you're probably already interested. That probably means that you already have a certain amount of passion for what you're seeing, but maybe you just don't know how to go to the next step and get involved. And really, the best advice I ever heard was just find a camera and start filming, because you can always drag your feet and say, well, I want to wait until I have enough money to get a really great camera. I want to buy the camera. But that's really a moving target, because there's so many different kinds of cameras out there. There's always going to be a bigger, better, more expensive, more professional camera. And many of us honestly wouldn't even know what to do with a really great camera if we even had it. You really have to start with something small, with something simple, and find its outer limits and be able to figure out, like, well, okay, this isn't cutting it, I now need something better. And then you can start doing informed research and figuring out what camera you need to do something even better. But you have to start somewhere. So whenever I was getting started, this was my very first video camera. It cost less than $100. It doesn't even shoot HD or 4K. It's just a standard digital video camera. But I was thrilled to have a camera and start, making some movies. And I learned a lot about editing, a lot about shooting, and then I was ready to go on and use something more sophisticated. For many of you, you might only have access to a cell phone, and again, this is better than this. I mean, in many cases, cell phones today, they can shoot 4K or HD, so you're going to end up getting a pretty good video quality. With a cell phone, usually you see people like filming like this. They'll hold it vertically. It's actually better to hold a cell phone horizontally, because when you watch movies, you notice they're going to be wider than they are tall. So that's why you would actually hold it like this, not like this. This is going to look more cinematic. So also, when it comes to cameras, something to think about. Holding a camera, arms are weird. Arms flop around, and some people have shaky hands. You'll see people that just their hands will shake and arms move. They're not really meant to hold things steady. So you take the arms out of the equation. If you look at the body is stable. It doesn't wiggle around. It stays pretty even. So when you think about your body is really going to be your tripod. Your body is going to be stable. So what I mean is, you don't want to hold the camera out here where it's going to wiggle around. You want to think about keeping the camera in tight to your body. And really, so in other words, you wouldn't pan. Like if I was going to do like a pan with the camera, the natural way you might think to do it is just to put your arms out here and kind of do like this. But it might look like it's pretty stable to you, but there's still going to be some shake, and you're not really going to even notice that until you start editing it and you look at it and you're like, oh, everything seems like it's moving, and so the closer in you can get the camera to your body, the better off you're going to be. Keep it in tight, and in some cases, particularly if you're using a cell phone, you might even want to like brace your arm like this, and just to make sure that you don't have any shake. Use your body. Just brace it against your body, and that way, if you're doing it pan, think about not moving your arms like this, but actually getting your arms tight and then just moving your hips. I'm just swinging my hips back and forth right now to get a panning motion. My arms, I'm not even trying to move my arms. All I'm trying to do is hold my arms tight against my body. So yeah, that's a good place to start with the camera. If you're using a cell phone, if you don't have a tripod yet, if you don't have a steady cam, just use your body as your own tripod. Okay, that's it for now. Hope that was helpful. There'll be more to come. If you want to send me an email and get in touch with me, I'll put my email address down here in the corner. All right, other than that, get out there, start filming, because the sooner you start, the better you're going to be. All right, take care.